Will blowing smoke help you to supersize and grow your business? Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Today's idiom is blowing smoke. And I'm going to read a bunch of different examples and definitions of this because I think it's really powerful. And I'm going to contend right off the bat, I don't like this idiom. I don't like people that blow smoke. I hope that I never am one or considered one or thought to be one by other people, because it's not a very positive idiom in many aspects. So I would contend, don't do this if you want to supersize and grow your business, because people are looking for genuine, honest, ethical, real people to do business with, because assuming that's who they are, of course. And blowing smoke will create just the opposite effect of what you want. A lot of marketers blow smoke, right? They puff. Real estate is known for puffery, meaning trying to make something look better than it actually is, or paint a positive spin or positive light on something that really isn't great or awesome, to try to convince somebody to do something like buy the real estate, buy the property, etc. So this, I like where this idiom came from. It actually came from old magicians' tricks, where they used to use smoke and release smoke in order to cover up the tricks that they were doing, the maneuvers they were making behind the scenes to make it look like real magic. And so I think where it came from is cool. I think how it's been used and twisted and turned around and how it's used nowadays is not so positive when it comes to building and growing and supersizing our business. It's when someone's blowing smoke, they're making excuses or justifications that are not genuine or sincere or even believable in some instances. In relationships, and we're talking about relationships this month in the Get Your Goals annual challenge, which is why I picked this particular idiom and topic at all, because I don't usually like to talk about super duper negative things. But in our relationships, it's when one person will downplay their actions or behaviors in order to make themselves look better, or in order to provide insincere explanations, etc. Other examples of it are when someone makes a plan with no intention of following through. Do you know people that talk, but never do what they say they're going to do? To me, that's an example of somebody that's blowing smoke. To intentionally misinform or deceive someone is an example of blowing smoke. I think of making excuses, making justifications, blaming other people, other things for things. I always think of annual reports for businesses. You know, whenever you read a business's annual reports, it's really interesting. There are so many excuses and so much blame and so much justification and so much smoke blowing in those as to why they didn't perform as well as they could have, should have, or you know, it's just stories that they're telling the shareholders and people that are interested and investors, and it's often blowing smoke. Same with marketing, right? A lot of marketing, depending on the intent of the organization, is very much blowing smoke. I hate to say that, but we all have experienced it. We've all worked with people that blow smoke. I was married to a person that blew a whole lot of smoke, and his intention was to lie, cheat, deceive, and steal. To conceal a secret behind a stereotype situation, to cheat someone and try to act innocent, to when someone is trying to cover up some sort of trick or something that he or she did, and then apply it to you. Say that, oh, it's your fault I behaved this way. It's your fault I did this. You made me do this. Things like that. Narcissists and manipulators love to do things like that and say things and make you think that you're crazy. To deliberately confuse or mislead someone in order to deceive them. These are all examples of blowing smoke. And I think if you think about it a little bit, we've all experienced this. The media, right? The media blows a whole lot of smoke nowadays. Politicians are infamous for blowing smoke because they're telling us one thing, what they think they want us to hear, yet behind the scenes they're doing just the opposite. And they're telling us the thing they think we want to hear in order to deceive and manipulate us. To me, huge example of blowing smoke. So love to know how you've experienced this in your life, in your business, in your career, in your experience, so we can learn from one another and be on the lookout for this type of communication, this type of behavior. Because I don't know about you, but I definitely don't want it in my business. I want people that are open, honest, wanting to make the world a better place. And those are the people I work with. The rest, Nowadays, I just kind of leave by the wayside and leave to their own devices. Have an awesome day. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it in your business growth and supersizing right now? And like this one, I'd just maybe find ways to stay away from it. Have a great day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.